teaches me to prosper. I have come with stories to tell. I have come with testimonies. Take a look at me, you can see it. Say you can call me testimonies. It is my time and it is my season. All around me testimonies. And because the Lord is my shepherd, I shall never want. Every day testimonies. Everywhere testimonies. See the word is working, and I'm so full of praise. In the morning testimonies, and in the evening now I tell the story of how I overcame. I testify. I testify. Your life is not ordinary.
And then now we can be able to have the imekataa kufunguka. Okay, ni sawa. So this is the gift to the school. Another round of applause. Thank you so much. So having done this is a remembrance of the pioneers. We will now request the deputy principals to guide us to the next destination. Thank you so much. So I think we'll join them downstairs now. And then
So I'm Christian Madam and I'm a Zoom man. So we are going to perform a mission where the load will be taken from B1 and will be taken from A3 to A3. Then the robot will go to the set and power down.
It's going to take the load from inspection. We are going to take the load from B1 and take it to A3 for express station for transportation. So the load will be carried from B1 and direct to A3. Yeah.
It is from Ghana.
Yeah.
India.
So in other words, you are telling us the future is AI.
Last year we competed at nationals in robotics.
Oh, really? Okay. And this is you have constructed this yourself
Yeah, we have assembled.
from beginning to the end.
Yeah.
Even the program.
Okay.
It's very sensible.
Very
By this mouse,
Laptop.
the laptop is operating this one.
Yeah.
excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So that was robotics, technology and applied technology here. There's chemistry. What do you have?
Fatigue driving
Yes.
is one of the significant causes of road accidents.
Yes.
So we developed a system
Yes.
which automatically detects dizziness. Yes.
Yes.
In Kenya and the whole world, they have been facing a problem, that is road accidents. Some of these road accidents are being caused by fatigue drivers. Now to address that issue, we developed a system that will be able to detect when the driver is dozing and alert him or her.
As according to NHTSA report on the year 2021 by Kaalim, up to 80% of the world's accidents are caused by fatigue driving. So to address this issue, we have come up with the smart dizziness detection and alert system, which will employ a buzzer or an alarm, which will keep the driver awake all the time. So like the day before yesterday, near the black spot in Saga, a big lorry or a truck had an accident. So are you thinking what I'm thinking? So this is dizziness. Yeah. So that is the reason why we came up with this project. So we can show you the capability.
Where is it one?
Technology in all sectors of environment. Our children, together with a few friends, they started the building, but they had a little bit small. We use 3 rooms below, and we are using one as a bookstore, because this used to be our library. But then the surging numbers of 2024 forced us to close it and put the books up here. So we technically do not have a library at the moment because of the pressure for accommodation, coupled with the dormitory that has been burnt recently here, which constructing has given us some kind of infrastructural challenges. Here we have 4 laboratories. When it's complete, we will have 4 labs, we will have 6 classrooms, and we will have offices for the teachers of science. The school has been marked as a STEM center for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and we hope that before they roll out the CBC, we should have sufficient facilities to absorb that kind of curriculum. Thank you very much. So
we want now to come for the third activity, and the third activity is the official launch of the school's Amani Club. So may I request Mzee John Mukeda and the CEO NCIC to come forward, and then the patron Amani Club will guide us.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Our chief guest, the Pioneer Club. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Konyangi Titus, the patron Amani Club. May I register my joy to have you here today on behalf of the Amani Club, and say that we are very delighted because you chose to come and you chose to mark this day with launching the Amani Club and the Peace Garden. Sir, the club that you are coming to launch today will be very useful in this school. It will be helping us to promote a peaceful coexistence among the students and even outside the community. This club will preach good news to the students, telling them that they can live well, they can coordinate issues, and they can solve issues without necessarily having the conflicts. This club will be able to promote the use of diverse the methods that can solve the conflict, using the methods that they can be able to agree on issues without fighting, without conflict. It is a club that will train the boys. We will guide them so that they will guide us, and they will be able to take the school a step ahead. This school, having 1,000+ boys as different religions, people, culture, we will use this club to show them that we can live together, we can coexist, and we can solve issues. Sir, the garden that you are about to launch will be very useful to us. This garden will be used to resolve issues that we may have around. When I feel like even I'm worn out, I can sit here and re-energize in this garden. I feel like now I am ready to take the next lesson. Even the students, when they feel that they have a conflict, they can come and sit here and we train them, show them you can sit here and solve. Not necessarily involving me, when you alone can solve. Then where they need to involve us, they can involve us. Then even my principal is lucky, because with this garden now, he can call me and tell me, come, let us stay here and talk a little bit. Then he can guide me. And when I am here, I feel a little bit that there are no more consequences here. We can open and open. This garden will help us then to get the intelligent information from the student, because they will feel very comfortable. May I now very humbly, sir, request that you launch this garden for us.
Thank you very much. Just before we launch, I think you've really articulated very well on the real meaning and the symbolism of this garden. But for everyone, I wanted to let you know the background about the Peace Gardens. This will be the 4th Peace Garden that we are launching, but the one that we have really put a lot of emphasis and has been properly launched, and one that we have launched because of peace. Previously, we've done other peace gardens that have been because of insecurity, where we didn't have peace. And just to start, I remember the first one we did in Marsabit. I'm very sure in Marsabit you know about the Boranas, the Gabra. We had the Samburus, extending all the way to Meru, mostly due to pastoralism and the cattle rustling. we had numerous conflict resolution meetings, numerous barazas, and with the good guidance of our chairman, we were able to sign peace accords, which are already enforced, respected by the people that signed, and we commemorated with a peace garden. Similarly, we've done the same in the Sondu area. Sondu is a region that has the oldest recorded conflict. The first person to die of conflict died in Sondu. We've had perennial conflict between the Kalenjin and the Luos, and mostly it's because of a small border and a road that each wants to pay taxes to one side or the other. So if I'm Kalenjin, I'm on this side, but this side is Kisumu, and that's where my shop is. I refuse to pay taxes. The same way with the Aruo, who is on the other side of the road, which is assumed to be Kericho. And that conflict has been persistent. A lot of people have lost life, and we managed to have a resolution and commemorated with a peace garden, and this was done last year. And we are also going to do a commemoration stone signed by the governors, and inviting the president and the former prime minister to grace the occasion. And very good for actually explaining the meaning of the peace garden, besides the aesthetic value that it also gives to and adds to the school. So without any further ado, I'm going to invite my senior, John Mukeda, to officially run the Miathene Boys Peace Garden. Begin my coffee.
So Mr. Mukeda, having invited us to come in, will invite the CEO to unveil the logo for Amani Club nationally. A round of applause to the CEO. And then also he will show us the school's signpost for the Peace Garden. Thank you.
So we declare the Peace Garden open.
Asante sana, makofi. Please come in to commemorate this great occasion. There are symbolic trees which will be inviting the CEO, the chairman. Yes, tafadhali, chair, you can help. Saidieni kupanda huu wa kwanza. The CEO, the second hall is yours. And then the pioneer, Mr. John. John, kuna mti hapa. All right. Mzee, tafadhali, kuna mti wako hapa. Yes. Dr. Ndomo Lydia, tafadhali. Yeah. Bishop, is your tree here? Our Picasso that will be assisted to plant the final tree. Our Picasso atasaidiana Thank you so much. Now from here we'll request the principal to guide us now to the proper trees. Say something about trees and peace. Asante sana. Can we proceed now? Having completed this in the interest of time, now we go to the orchard gardens now, where we plant the 61 tree. Every member will...
Good morning. I'm Deputy Principal Kinoti Mukania. May I take this opportunity to welcome you at this orchard farm. This is a farm which has been established by the pioneer class of Miathene Boys High School, and they have established it and assisted us with the seedlings for fruits. We have 61 seedlings, and they are going to plant, and they are 61 to commemorate 61 years of existence of this school. And we have a great opportunity to have them, and we are happy. And now they are going to help us establish it, and now they will plant. And before that, we have John, who is now going to take over and invite them, as we are going to assist them to plant those fruit seedlings. Welcome.
Which was developed in this country by a man called Wabogo from Nyeri. And this variety thrives in all sorts of climates. It will do very well here because I know the students are going to take care of it. What it requires is water and manure. That means, those of you who can check on YouTube, there are very many videos. They are exporting these trees we are planting even outside the country. And they are doing very well. And when the fruit was tested by Kefis, it turned out to be the best in the world. I don't know how true that one is. If you take care of it, it will start fruiting after about 1 year. And it will continue bearing fruit for 40, 50 years. Because the trees that we say planted in 1984 are still producing fruit. And as I said, it's a local variety. He got the seedlings from the forest. During the time of Mau Mau, some people took those seedlings from the Wazungus and planted in the forest. So that is where he got the idea, and it is patented actually. You wouldn't be able to get Wambugu apple seedlings from anyone else. And one of us has already planted, and he was telling me that we are doing very well. Maybe you can say one or two things, because we want these ones to start picking up like his.
Thank you very much. I planted my Wambugu apples about 9 months ago. They are about flowering now. You can be sure it will be good fruit. All you need is a lot of water. You must give it plenty of water, minimum twice a week. And you must give it a lot of fertilizer if you have it, or manure, or whatever you want. But you can be sure within a year you start harvesting your fruit, and they are that good. By the way, you don't just find them ordinarily. At the moment, it's the person who is selling them who is going to buy them from your farm. They'll come and collect themselves, and so you have no problem of what do I sell or what do I do. They'll come. But for you in this school, you'll be able to eat them and you have no problems. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so it's very exciting. I'm sure the students are going to take care of these trees. We don't want, usually they don't dry that fast if they are taken good care of. Fortunately, it's going to rain soon, so you won't even spend a lot of time on watering. So, and then maybe after the first year, from the second year, the tree may produce 50, sometimes it can produce up to 300, and then they are harvested twice or 3 times a year. So we thought it is a good idea to introduce them here, and also for the community to learn. I wish I had planted them before I retired, because when you check on the videos, you will see one of the videos was somebody who long ago used to be a PS, Kamunge. Those of you who remember in education, you remember Kamunge report. He started planting them some years ago, and that is what he is doing. That is what is giving him revenue at retirement. So it is February be a Founders Day. Because the school started on 17th of February. And so last year it was Saturday, was 17th of February was a Saturday. But the event did not take place. But we hope that it is something that can bring people together. We will definitely go on keeping us. We will have to come to see how these trees are doing.
Yeah. Thank you. Suggestion that the pioneers will come here and take a photo with this, because we want this to be used to move.
Planting, we will start the first session all at one go with the pioneers, then alumni of the school. Please, you'll also plant, and then of course the rest of the guests invited tutapanda zote kwa mpigo so that we can clear with this exercise. Asante sana. Please, then meanwhile the alumni and the friends of alumni, kila mtu ana shimo yake, go grab any hole. Yes, you can place whenever there are students, they'll help you plant it. Asante sana. Teachers, let's get in and plant. We want to finish this exercise. Madam Principals, Amani, Jody, want to ensure that everybody plants a tree and give your name to that student so that that
Hello? Niambie niko kwa event.
Ngoja kidogo. Sasa kwa hiyo.
You will not find a better farmer than me.
Yes. Nimesema hii because I'm near. I'm coming to check.
Yes, and to harvest.
Of course. Kijana usiachilie.
Tosha maji.
Alafu nimeona
Sawa.
I'm one pioneers of Miathene Boys High School. We started it 61 years ago. Miathene Secondary School. And there today we come here and we almost marvel at the progress that the school has done over the years. Now we came to commemorate the Diamond Jubilee, that is 60 years now plus one. And what we have done is to help the school to do three things. Because we as the pioneers are working with the National Cohesion and Integration Commission, of which I am the chairman. And what we agreed was to donate to the school Amani orchard. And we have planted 61 Wambogo apple trees, which will give the school not only fruits in the coming years, but also will be used for income generation. The second is to donate a man garden, and this is very important because we want, as NCIC, to have every school in the country to have a man garden, which could begin to train Kenyans at a very early age to resolve conflicts peacefully and not to resort to violent ways of resolving conflicts. So that is the other thing that we have done. And then finally is to launch Amani Club. And the Amani Club is in over 200 schools in the country. And now the Amani Club of Miathene Boys High School has been launched today. So this is very important, and we, as the pioneers of Miathene Boys High School, are very proud to have been associated with this as the founders of the school, and we will continue to wish this school all the best. Today is a great day for us, and we would like Miathene to be an example to other schools, including example of how to resolve any conflicts that they might have in the school, working together with the principal and the leadership of the school. We are very pleased that the chair of the board of management of this school, Dr. Lady Nzomo, is with us to welcome us and to be part of today's ceremony. Thank you very much. The chair of the board, Lydia, Madam Chairperson. Come here, please.
Oh yes, this is a great day for our school. The school is a special one. It holds a very special place in this community of Miathene, Tigania in general, and even Meru, not to mention nationally. And as a board of management, we are greatly indebted to the sacrifice of the pioneers of this school, because they have decided to give us the honor in a very well-planned manner, especially the one of environmental conservation and encouraging the growing of trees. We need to plant trees both for food and other trees, and they have set us an example that as a board we are going to encourage in the school. The other one, our chief guest has mentioned about peace. We cannot overemphasize the need for peace in our country, Kenya. And once the young people know how to manage matters peace, then most of our problems are done. And we are going to have communities that can exist together without unnecessary conflict. And when conflicts arise, then they know how to solve them. So even before these boys leave the school, we expect them to practice peaceful coexistence among themselves in the school. And they spread it to other schools that they relate with, they mix with, in matters games, matters sports, matters, other academic competitions, just to show that people can compete in life, and even if they don't succeed, even if they don't emerge as the number ones, that is not any cause for fight. And they will grow up, even to know as grown-ups when they compete in politics or other areas, it's not always that they will win, but they need to know how to resolve any differences peacefully. So for me, on behalf of the board, I'm very, very excited indeed, and wish to thank the pioneers and alumni of this school and encourage others to join them. We are grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Tumemalizana na yes. Okay, sawa. Okay.
We are delighted to host the pioneer class of 1964, and we are excited to see that they are interested in coming to help us and mostly to inspire us. We are amazed that they have done so well, that when they started the school with no facilities whatsoever, that is a motivation to the boys in this school that they can do better now that they are better provided for than 1960s. The orchard tree farm donated to us by the pioneer class and the alumni will be taken care of so that the trees are nurtured and they live as a memorabilia to this momentous occasion, which we don't take for granted. And it's going to nourish us, it is going to give us income, and these alumni and the pioneers are going to be very proud of us. We thank you very much.
So we are requesting the rest of the pioneers front seat, the friends of the pioneers, the second row alumni, and so on and so forth, except the chair.
Hello. Now it is the time for the scouts. We are going to welcome the commander so that he can invite officially the chairman so that he can inspect the guard of honor.
Red commanders, open quarters, march. Red vision, just one, eyes up. Prepare commander, perform your duty. Guard of honor, sir. One time the boy scout, ready for inspection, sir.
Tuwapatie makofi hao wanajeshi wetu wa Miathene Secondary School. Wamempatia chairman fursa ya kukagua gwaride na chairman amewaruhusu waondoke.
Close quarters, red commanders, close quarters, march. Red, close orders, march. Red, turning to the left, turn. Red, double red.
wanapokaa, tunaomba wageni wanaweza kukaa chini, alafu tunachukua fursa hii kumpatia mwanafunzi aweze kumkaribisha mgeni wetu rasmi siku ya leo na shada la maua. So tafadhali naweza kumpokeza mgeni wetu shada lake la maua. Eunice, come. Asante sana. Wapi makofi kwa wana scout wetu? Tuwapatie makofi wanapoondoka. Na hadi wakati huo pia tumpatie makofi mgeni rasmi anapochukua kiti chake baada ya kuwapatia idhini ya kuondoka. Naomba kuregesha Chairman, tafadhali tunaomba usimame. Wana scout wanakupatia saluti ya kukuaga. Asante sana. Wanamsalute mgeni rasmi siku ya leo wakimwambia asante sana kwa kuwa nasi. Asante sana kwa kutupatia idhini ya kuondoka. Karibu tena wakati mwingine katika shule yetu. Asante sana. Chairman, you may be seated now. So naregesha usukani kwa MC wetu atuweze kutuelekezea vile ambavyo tutaendesha utaratibu wa siku ya leo. MC, uwanja ni wako.
Okay, asante sana. My colleague MC.
Okay.
Okay, so from here, my name is Gordon Ochola. I'm going to be the MC together with our guest MC today.
National anthem, are they ready? So may I request all of us to be upstanding for the national anthem of Kenya, the East African anthem, as well as the school, the East African flag and the school flag. DJ, Scouts, kazi kwenu.
It is a flag raising ceremony. Everyone should collaborate and start attention. Right on duty. Perform your duties.
Asante sana. Tukimaliza hapo tunaingia the East African anthem na tutaimba kwa pamoja.
Mungu twaomba ulinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi jumuiya yetu sote, tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
Asante sana kwa wimbo huo wa Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. Sasa tunapata the school anthem. MC na timu yako tuongoze for the school anthem.
King Clover. If you believe and I believe.
And we together pray, the glory of God shall come down, and Miathene shall ever shine, and Miathene shall ever shine, and Miathene shall ever shine. If you believe and I believe, and we together pray, the glory of God shall come down, and Miathene shall ever shine.
School of Teeth. Red. Scatter party, scatter duty. Back to your position.
Wakati maskauti wetu wanapoondoka,
Baba yetu, Mungu wetu, Muumba wetu, tunakuinua wewe, tunalihimidi jina lako Mungu wetu, tunasema hakuna Mungu mwingine ila ni wewe. Twanyenyekea mbele zako Mungu wetu, tukijua sisi Mungu ni wadhaifu, lakini wewe ni Mungu mwenye rehema nyingi. Upendo wako kwa kila mmoja wetu ni mwingi. Baba yetu na Mungu wetu, tunakushukuru kwa ajili ya siku ya leo Mungu wetu. Kama vile tulivyoomba imefika Mungu wetu. Na Baba tunasema Mungu wetu ni asanti kwa vile Mungu umetuwezesha. Baba Mungu wetu, kama vile tulivyoanza na uwepo wako umekuwa pamoja nazi. Baba Mungu Mwenyezi, tunashukuru kwa yale yote tumeyafanya tangu asubuhi mpaka wakati huu. Ni kwa ajili ya siku ya leo Mungu wetu, tukijua kwamba Mungu ni siku ambayo Mungu ulikuwa umeipanga na imetimilika. Na Baba Mungu wetu tunasema ni asanti. Tunajua Mungu lengo la siku ya leo Mungu mnalifahamu Mungu wetu. Na Mungu tumesimama mahali hapa kwa ajili ya shule hii. Miaka 61 tangu ilipozinduliwa. Tunasherehekea Mungu wetu. Na Baba tunasema ni asanti kwa wale wote, kuanzia wale walianzia shule hii mpaka sasa Mungu wetu. Tunalo Mungu la kukushukuru. Tunasema Mungu ni asanti kwa wanafunzi wale wako hapa, the pioneers of this school who started, oh Lord. Baba tunasema ni asanti kwa vile Mungu umewaweka na umeleta fikira hii. Ni Baba siku ya leo waje pamoja na jamii ya Marapa Mungu wetu, tukapata kukushukuru Mungu wetu. Kwa vile Baba ni miaka mingi na Mungu umesimama na shule hii. Na tunaamini ya kwamba Mungu hii shule inaenda bari. Kwa hivyo Baba Mungu wetu tunasema ni asanti kwa yale yote Mungu tumeyafanya ni kwa ajili ya kuisherehekea siku ya leo. Asanti Mungu wetu, tunawabariki waanzilishi wa shule hii. Wale Mungu wamekuwa na siku njema siku ya leo kuwa pamoja nazi. Vile Mungu wamewawezesha na kuwapatia huu mwito ya kwamba Mungu siku ya leo waitenge ni kwa ajili ya shule hii. Tunaamini ya kwamba Mungu yale yote Mungu atakayotendeka siku ya leo ni kwa mapenzi yako. Na Baba unaenda kuibariki siku ya leo. Kwa Baba tunasema ni asanti. Endelea kuwa pamoja nazi. Na Mungu tunaamini ya kwamba Mungu unaenda kumalizia pamoja nazi. Tubariki Mungu wetu. Baba yale yamebakia atakayotendeka kuanzia sasa Mungu wetu. Tunakuomba Mungu uwepo wako uendelee kuwa pamoja nazi. Baba Mungu Mwenyezi, anza pamoja nazi, malizia pamoja nazi. Na ni katika jina la Yesu Kristo tumeomba pamoja na kuamini. Amen. May God bless you. Na tuketi. Asante.
Kulipa wewe Baba, wema wako
a choir from the YCS. Now next on stage.
Nataka nibadili wangu mtazamo, niwaze kitajiri na wako mifundo. Nataka nibadili wangu msimamo, niishi kijasiri. Ile habari ya kunialia kila siku nakata, na kama nilisainiwa mkataba nafuta. Ndugu tuliwasaidia wakaficha makucha, walipofanikiwa wakataka kutushusha. Nafuta zile waibi, sitapata kwa nini, najaribu kuzidi, sitapata na mimi. Nimejifunza somo kwamba wewe Bwana hautambua mwisho kabla ya mwanzo. Wewe ni mchakato wako kumtoa mwana kutoka mavumbini, kumketisha na wako. Haukuruhusu machozi yanitoke bure, ukuruhusu huzuni idumu ili niumie. Haukuruhusu mapito yanikaribishe, umenipa mwisho Baba wenye ushuhuda. Nashinda jinsi ninavyosema, nashukuru Baba na neema, sikustahili umetendea wema. Nashukuru kwa yako. Hivi nimekupa kitu gani Baba? Ninaishi leo ni neema yako tu, na si ujanja wala akili zangu. Asante Baba, pokea sifa. Oh yeah. Shukrani zatiririka ndani ya moyo napotazama haya uliyonitendea, ambayo kwa kiza kibinadamu mimi singeweza. This kind of blessing I never seen before. Ninashukuru kuniacha Bwana, kuniacha Bwana, umenipigania Bwana. Tena nashukuru kuniacha Bwana. Nashukuru kwa yako kweli, hakuna kama wewe. Matendo yako ya ajabu hayaelezeki. Asante Bwana. Kuna vitu vingi kwa maisha yako ni vya kunyamaza, siri zako za ndani na mambo yako si ya kutangaza, na kolona kufunguka kwa beshte zako takuumiza. Ukigundua wale unaoamini ndio wanaeneza, funga mudomo, jaza mudomo, let us appreciate them. Funga mudomo, sabani yake Bwana. Fanya kazi zako kwa siku sita ya sabani yake Bwana. Usifanye kazi wewe na nyumba yako, hata wanyama walio katika siku ya Bwana, usichoke na kutenda mema, sasa kwa wanaohitaji, jinsi Mwokozi alivyowatendea. Hata nchi mpya itakumbukwa sabatoni ya milele. Usifanye kazi wewe na nyumba yako, hata wanyama walio nyumbani mwako, pia wageni walio nyumbani mwako wasifanye kazi. Siku ya saba ni siku ya ibada, mbingu na nchi za pumzika. Ni siku ya raha, ni siku ya nuru kwa watoto wa Mungu. Usifanye kazi wewe na nyumba yako, hata wanyama walio nyumbani mwako, pia wageni walio nyumbani mwako wasifanye kazi. Siku ya saba ni siku ya ibada, mbingu na nchi za pumzika. Ni siku ya raha, ni siku ya nuru kwa watoto wa Mungu. Usifanye kazi wewe na nyumba yako, hata wanyama walio nyumbani mwako, pia wageni walio nyumbani mwako wasifanye kazi. Siku ya saba ni siku ya ibada, mbingu na nchi za pumzika. Ni siku ya raha, ni siku ya nuru kwa watoto wa Mungu. Usifanye kazi wewe na nyumba yako, hata wanyama walio nyumbani mwako, pia wageni walio nyumbani mwako wasifanye kazi. Siku ya saba ni siku ya ibada, mbingu na nchi za pumzika. Ni siku ya raha, ni siku ya nuru kwa watoto wa Mungu.
Tuwapige makofi.
Yo, RHB Yo, RHB from Miches, mi natangaza amani, iwe nyumbani kanisani, I preach peace. Sunajua bila amani maisha yetu yenyewe matatani, ndio maana siachi hiki tunatangaza kwa ilani. Na amka asubuhi, nyumbani hamna kitu, da ya Kesari mwachie Kesari, kichwa kinaniuma, nyumbani hamna kitu, watoto takalishwa, mi na haso kila ukicha, nataka nkidhi majukumu, maana waga na shindaga kusoma si kusoma, libaki tuna kuchoma, da soma fikiria kwamba maisha kwa na mkato, hapana, hakuna hilo jambo. Soma ndugu soma, soma ndugu soma, wendo baba ndo baba wa kesho. Soma ndugu soma, soma upate elimu ya maana, uitumie ujue mambo muhimu yaje ya kusaidie, yalo sio yafahamu anza sasa uyajue. Katika mambo muhimu mojawapo ni elimu. Kakangu soma sana kwa nidhamu, juzi ujipatie, jue mambo haramu hayo usikimbilie. Maovu ni kama sumu, kama usikaribie. Kusoma kuwe jukumu, vitabuni upitie, kaulize na mwalimu siwajua akwambie. Soma uwe mahashumu, sifa zako zizagae. Soma kazi uhakimu, kesi ngumu uamue. Soma uje kuhudumu na nchi itakuheshimu. Yo, sikia RHB RHB, African catalyst to the world. Miathene boys, Miathene boys, Miathene boys, Miathene boys. This a good school I've never seen before. Elimu sopata school, okoe maisha yako. Drill nafanya, kurap nafanya, elimu napata pia. Venye naona na venye nafanya kuna barasi moja pia. Education the key student ya bidii, maisha kama kucheza mpira. Kumbuka moto achivu tuona shule yetu tuboko zote nambari moja. Na kibilio but mazende best kwa masomo never disappear. Oh my dear, wacha nikwambie soma pata njia. Muziki inafanya talenta yanzia Miathene shujaa, embiari sheria. Yo, embiari sheria. Miathene boys, Miathene boys,
Miathene, Miathene boys. Miathene, Miathene, Miathene boys. Success lazima ndio upate heshima. Ni kweli naimba. Miathene is the winner. Moto kasima na stendi kwa tazima. Prince amejenga jina, sio Kenya mpaka Rwanda. Miathene bado ni winner. Au nani ambaye anapinga? Hakuna. Nani ambaye anapinga? Hakuna. Miathene, Miathene, Miathene boys. Miathene, Miathene, Miathene boys. Miathene, Miathene, Miathene boys. Miathene, Miathene, Miathene boys.
Miches bado maleje, Miathene bado masimba. Wote wanatujua, sisi bado wanoma. Miches bado maleje, Miathene bado masimba. Wote wanatujua, sisi bado wanoma. Iza bado twatisha, Miches twakilisha. Prince bado na sisi, sote tutashinda. Iza bado twatisha, Miches twakilisha. Prince bado na sisi, sote tutawashinda.
Members of the pioneer class of 1964 and all the esteemed members of the Alumni Association, the MP for Tigania West, Dr. John Mutunga, all government officers present, led by the DO1, Mr. Mbutu, our clergy, led by Reverend Harrison Mwiti, who has left, the BOM, all the members of the BOM, led by our able chair, Lindia Gwene Zomo, the parents, led by the PA chair, Dr. Patrick Otembei, the friends of alumni, and all invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, including our boys. Good afternoon. We are very happy to host you. Before I say a few things, I want to introduce members of Miathene community, those who reside inside the enclosure here, and those who work here. The other members are going to be introduced by my chair. I will also recognize a few people that have come to support us and that have joined us. So the first thing is the student community. May we stand up so that we are seen. All of us. That is the student community, and the guests are clapping for you. Can you show gesture of appreciation by bowing? Thank you. And Chair, this is a group of about 1,150 boys from Form 2 to Form 4. Sit down. The next group here, I want to have teachers here, those who are teaching the boys, kindly, and the members of non-teaching staff, teachers. Yes, Mr. Chola Oliki is here, Mr. Kinoti, the Deputy Administration is here already, Mr. Gikundi is walking like a young man. Otembei is there following, Karevi, Kapota, good. Muas, Chief Kem is here. Farah, I can see you. We want you to line up for a good photo. Diana, we like it. This is chair's time. We are not going to spend it. In our midst, I have members. There are members of staff I did not see. Did I see Reverend Nathan and the other Reverend? Simama uonekane. They are even in uniform. Mulitoka hapa mbele? I am so sorry. Those two reverends are our staff here. They are school chaplains. Clap for them. And then there are other reverends serving in the circuit. Reverend Babu, and you have any other? Clap for him. Any other pastor from even another church? The clergy, please. Thank you. I have with us my colleague, the school managers that came to support me. When I came to Tigania West, I found warmth amongst my colleagues and a very good fellowship. James Kairi, while he is not in Tigania West, is my friend. And from when he was in Tigania East, now he's in Igembe. Kylie, James, Mary McKenna, you come, I want them here. Mary McKenna Mugongo of Akide, James is in Boreruri. They are coming, Silas, Diaine, Kalaine of Athoana, Charity, Morioki of Kejai Girls, Kellen Wanja, Nyaga of Kemachia, Irene Mereti of Keredene in Igembe.
And also the chair Kesha. We are delighted to be invited to this occasion. We are brothers and sisters. Actually, when I was planting my apple tree, I told the boy who was assisting me that I will be checking from the other side to see whether the tree is doing well, so that as we start eating the fruits, we eat together. We appreciate Miathene. It's our giant school in Tigania West. We are proud of them. They participate in very many activities. I think those of us who are here in the morning, we had an opportunity to see the robotics and very many other things they are doing. They are normally number one, even in the region, and they take a number of items to the nationals in science fair and engineering. Yes, thank you for clapping for them. In games, they are our giants. They take teams to the nationals, so I'm very proud of this school because they represent Tigania West in a very great way. So keep it up, Miches. We are proud of you. I'm proud to be associated. We are friends of the school, and as an association, we rely on Miathene to a very great extent in representation to various levels, including the nationals and even to East Africa. So we are here to celebrate with them. We are proud to have our fathers who began the school in those years. While we were sitting there, we were asking ourselves, if these boys were in Form 1, I'm saying in quotes, in 1964, when some of us were not born, will we be looking that healthy and that strong years later like they have? So we are proud to have mentors like you. We see what education can do, and I'm sure these boys are looking at you as they are very good role models. We are proud. I will not mention everyone by name, but all of us who are here, I'm sure our purpose is one, to see to it that Miathene gets to his very best. And I'm sure these boys promise us that they always give us the best. Boys, do you promise us that? Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you, Chair, and you should have said Miathene supports your office more than any other school. Thank you. Now, the other person, the last person I want to recognize is the Education Secretary of all MCK schools, Reverend Charles Mwenda. Kindly, please come say hi. Yes, clap for him. This is a friend of Miathene, always supporting us. He helped us yesterday to do the setting.
Bwana Yesu asifiwe. God is good all the time. All protocols are observed. Our distinguished guest of honor, Reverend Professor Akobia, welcome, sir, to your home. I know this is your home. I know you have so much attachment with this area. Our distinguished member of parliament of this area, Daktari Mutunga, and all protocols, as I have said, which have been laid earlier by those who have spoken before, help me to look that strong when I reach that age. The other thing I should say, I know this year Miathene boys are branched and targeting to reach the mean of 8.4. I know 8.5. Plus, I know you can do better by the grace of God. We will be praying for you. We will give you all the moral support we can and praying that this year will be a year to redefine and position ourselves to that glory that Miathene should have in Jesus' name. The last thing I should say, as a church, we are praying and standing with this school, even to return it to the glory that I'm told it was returned when the Ankuru was here and their class. And when we are going to the CBC and we are getting to the STEMs, I know this will be a science school and mathematics, and I know they will excel even more. Professor, this is one of our big schools in Meru, and in the Methodist Church, this is one of the few extra county schools we have in Meru that has been doing well, competing with the likes of Kaga Girls, Gwena Girls, Mawan Girls, and I know even Borerure is racing this year. The principal has promised us to bring us back to the glory. We promise the Methodist Church, because I can see most of us are from the Methodist Church, this year we will post the best meaning grades in our schools, and I pray that God gives us that peace. Thank you, Dr. Mutunga, for the continued support to this school and your schools in this sub-county and this constituency in general, and we are praying for you, sir. What you've done for your schools, it speaks for itself. God bless all of us.
Thank you very much, my brother. We are very happy today to celebrate the school's Diamond Jubilee, where this school has hit 61 years. 61 is an old man that should be retired. But for schools, 61 is a mature institution that has distinguished herself, in the case of Miathene, as a regional leader in academics and co-curricular activities. From a humble beginning of 35 students in the class of the chair here, Professor Kobia, we have said that today we are 1,150 for only 3 forms, because this year we don't have the full school. When we had the full school last year, we were 1,483. So that growth is tremendous. And there has been also corresponding growth in provision of physical facilities to match the growing numbers. And even with all that, the recent policy of ensuring that students transit 100% from primary to secondary, facilities leading to congestion, especially in dormitories and labs. Miathene is a hub of academic excellence, the culture of success set by the pioneers. I remember that culture has continued to inspire us and inspire successful classes, and this has seen us produce numerous and illustrious alumni that have littered all spheres, that have littered all the places of this country and internationally, and they have influence in their diverse spheres of occupations. In recent times, we have been bettering our entrance to the university. In 2022, 239 boys sat KCSE, out of which 219 attained the minimum entry to the university, representing 91.3% of the total candidature. And the trend can only continue. We have expanded the curriculum to include all sciences, humanities, at least 3 technical subjects, including computer, and we are teaching 2 foreign languages, French and German. And we have facilities and teachers to do that. This is hoped to give us competitive citizens well fitted for diverse careers and business in many parts of this world, because they will be able to communicate with the other citizens of this world. We pride ourselves as a sporting powerhouse and a leader in co-curricular activities in the region. We dance in rugby because they were county champions. They were number 1 in the county. We edged out Meru School in the finals. And Meru School cannot believe. So they are in Chuka. Yesterday when I was seated with the chair and Mr. Killian, I was sent a message that we have started very well. We started with Kitui School. Kitui School is a giant in these things. And there was a draw. Then they played with Kajudovi, my own alma mater, and also a powerhouse in rugby. Kajudovi was thrashed 26-5. Then they played Garemara. Is Garemara from Isiolo? Then Garemara was massacred, 84-3. Now, when someone has scored 84 and you have 3, it means you have converted only 1 penalty in the whole play period. So then I got busy. They were to play Marsabit boys. I have not known how they have fared. I hope we are still doing well in Chuka. On 17th March, we are going to Kitui now. No, not Kitui, Makueni in Wote. And we are going to compete in regional Kenya Science Fair, Kenya Science and Engineering Fair. We are taking a team with 7 projects, some of which were displayed to the chair this morning. And because we are the masters in that game, we expect to just pass our way through, to get a through pass to the nationals. And that one will happen. Amani. Our anthem says, if you believe and I believe, and then we together do what? We pray. The glory of God does what? Comes down, and Miathene shines. Now can you start praying before 17th? And it will happen. Last year, we went to the nationals with Kenya Science and Engineering Fair, and we got a trophy for having the most entries, which means most of our items went past regional levels. This year, we are the best in Meru County with the science fair, and we hope to do well in Wote. Over the years, we have related harmoniously with our immediate community. We when called upon to offer technical assistance, to share facilities, even play facilities, we always rise to the occasion. It is only yesterday when a group of primary kids for Miathene home area, they came here and they met us pitching tents, and they were disappointed. I hope they got facilities in a neighboring school. But any other time, we know it is our responsibility to assist everyone, or even the members of the community. When we have the Miathene Opens, like we did have beginning of this term, we hosted 42 teams, schools, junior schools, colleges, and secondary schools. all of them. Therefore, our outreach is not is quite up to standard. In turn, the community has also offered us crucial support that is needed for our continued success. Christian values. We are lucky to have a heritage of Christian values where integrity, hard work, discipline, and faith in God are core to our very existence. These values find expression in our school anthem and the motto. Our motto is Achieve with Honor. Amani Club and the Peace Garden. We are excited to start a Peace Club courtesy of the generosity of the chair of NCIC, Reverend Professor Samuel Kobia. The club will help the school community develop peaceful conflict resolution management skills and hence lead to a harmonious society. The Peace Garden that has been launched this morning will provide a safe space where people go for peace when troubled at heart, where they go for meditation and reflection, where they go for mediation and reconciliation. Further, it will give us a safe space where confession and free expression will not bear repercussions. A place where truth and reconciliation will find accommodation. That is not poetry. It is what it is. We have had our fair share of challenges, including the following. The infrastructure that is currently in place is not adequate. Owing to growing numbers, it cannot support the present numbers comfortably. Of 1180, despite the school being marked as a STEM center. We have inadequate computers, though we have a modern computer room. I think those which are functional as at yesterday were 20. The dining hall has grown smaller because we have grown more, we have become more. It was done for 600, now we are more than that. Inadequate space in the library and fewer reference books and revision books and revision materials, and inadequate housing for teachers, and teachers are required in boarding schools to assist at night, sometimes help in doing remedial teaching, and many times keep the learners safe and disciplined. So if we had more members accommodated in school, because currently we are only 10, we will be happy. The other problem is teacher shortage, especially in science subjects, and this sometimes it can compromise our performance in sciences, especially for a school that wants to take the route of STEM. There is, as a result of that, we hire BOM teachers and we recruit the best. And when we do well in exams, these people are the first to be recruited when TSC has vacancies, and this leads to high turnover of teachers. And when there is a high turnover in a class of teachers, learners get disoriented. Before they get used to another new teacher, time has gone. Then the other teacher goes. Before they get used, another goes. And that is a big problem. All schools in this country suffer inadequate funding as free secondary education competition dwindles, while government regulation or levies charges does not consider that inflation is a factor in the economy. Sometimes I think they think we have a separate market for schools. Miathene also has that challenge. There are debts here should I say, traditional nets that bedevil us, and sometimes they have resorted to litigations that really made us waste a lot of time because the suppliers feel we are not responding to them. And all these perhaps are occasioned by having budgets that do not add up. We have problems with water. Our school patron, I'm told, gifted us with a borehole. That is Titus Iboi. The borehole near the gate has a lot of water, and indeed we pump a lot of water on a daily basis, but we use electricity. The monthly cost for that is between 90 and 100,000. And sometimes I think if we had a solar pump, we would save a lot and perhaps attend to other financial needs. Recently, we've had a spike in discipline cases, especially last year, that even culminated to banning of Masai Mara Dome. That was unprecedented. I am told Miathene does not do that. Has never done that in any history of those who are seated, especially those in uniform. You can't tell when it was banned last. It is only last year. And drugs and substance abuse is a major cause of worry as learners easily centers and markets. These things are sold like firewood. You can get, I think, it's a big problem. Last time, a boy confessed to us where he went to a market in Meltown and bought a sufficient quantity to do 39 rolls, smoked a few, 3, then he carried the rest to school. So when we arrested him, those 34, the way he described it, I was wondering, kwani inauzwa kama maharagwe? The other problem is that a number of bright students are unable to pay school fees. Sometimes when they are kept, if they are kept out of class, this will affect our performance, especially in our quest to post quality grades. So that is also a problem. Here, quite a number of families cannot raise the school funds. There is a class here, class 2S, almost all of them are those with problems in paying school fees because they are the last class to join school. Those who have found it slightly difficult to join, and then somehow a good Samaritan encouraged them to come. And they are here, quite a number, they have problems. Despite these challenges, we are pressing on in the hope that someday, we will surmount our challenges and keep the flames burning so that the great tradition of this school is not only maintained, but better for the good of all of us. To this end, we appreciate any kind gestures from well-wishers, friends, and all those people who like the children of God doing well, and they will feel well when they assist, to come to our aid, even the alumni, and government agencies. And we are lucky to have Dr. Mutunga with us here. And this will relieve us some of these challenges, and when it does, we promise we are going to show that we are worthy the help you put in. So we promise to continue achieving with honor as our motto encourages. Thank you very much. May the Lord bless you all.
The BOM chair Dr. Lydia Nzomo to come and give her remarks. But before she comes, we are going to have a session where we are going to have book donations. So I'm just preparing all of us in advance that these book donations are going to be done by us, and it can be done in 3 ways. The first one are those who have come with their physical books, so you can prepare them because we are going to have a box that we are going to place them later on. Those who may be having them in cash will pay through the school pay bill account, which is 727-1207, and account name is your name, so that when you pay we can get the details. Then for those who may not have come with the physical books and also may not have the cash, can pick a voucher from the secretary of the alumni so that we can together help these boys during that time when we're going to have the book donations. So let us put our hands together and invite our BUM chair, Dr. Lydia Nzomo. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Our MP, Honorable John Mutunga, the pioneer class members who are present here, all the alumni, our many invited guests, our students, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, I know it is hot, but we need to be a little bit lively so that we can go through this one. Before I make my welcoming remarks, allow me to invite the members of the BOM, Miathene Boys High School are present, just to come to the front here so that they can be seen by everybody. Members of the BOM.
Presenting teachers in the board. Welcome.
Patrick, I'm the PHM.
And I'm Sarah Kilemi. I'm representing, I'm actually wearing 2 hats today. One, I'm the chair of the Finance and Administration Committee of the board. And I'm also an alumni. Yeah, I'm an alumni. Here some people saying, huh? My husband is Kelemi Muiria, is an alumni of this school, and I came also to represent him.
Yes, my name is Laban Trari. I'm the school principal and the secretary to the board.
Praise God. I'm Millicent Kiende. I am the member of the board.
Before we leave, I will request our chief guest and our MP to come and take a photograph with the BOM, please. To class 1. The primary school then was Moringo Kailo. And we used to sit somewhere, I think the classes were there. Very, very many years ago. We had a few classes also that were put up for class then 1 to 4. And I occupied each one of them year after year. Then after that, I joined Kanjalo Primary School for my class 5 to 7. Don't you think I qualify to be among the pioneers in a special way? Yeah. And then this school means a lot to me, if you allow me just to mention. As I've said, it is the one that grounded me on matters education, because if I didn't travel all the way from Rwanyanki, by that time from Rwanyanki to here it was a distance, and a very insecure distance. If I didn't get a school like this one to start class 1, maybe in education I would never have reached where I got in matters education. And then, after my Form 6, as I was waiting to join the university, I came and taught in this school as a UT in 1971. Some of my students are actually around, the ones I taught, 1971. It gave me the first opportunity to stand in front of a class. And those who are teachers, we know it is not easy to stand in front of a class for 40 minutes and occupy the class in everything that you tell them. So the school means a lot to me. And therefore, because of that, as I have continued in life, Miathene Boys has always held a very, very special place in my heart as a learning institution. And anywhere I went, I would remember Miathene, I would fight for Miathene, I would wish Miathene the best. I don't know if each one of us here, just in case we are not taken an oath with ourselves, if we can say and take an oath and say that Miathene Boys is going to be a very, very, very special institution to us, and we'll be doing one thing or the other for the good of the school. I really welcome you to join me so that we can continue making our school grow from strength to strength. Let me also thank the pioneer class and alumni of the school. We are grateful, we appreciate you. And we have already seen some of the gifts you have given us so far. I know others are coming. For example, we have been given an orchard. I don't know what it reminded you. For me, I remembered the book of Genesis, where after creation, God gave Adam and Eve an orchard. Isn't that a special gift for us? We have been given an orchard today because an orchard is a good thing. And we are very grateful, alumni and the pioneer class. We have also been gifted with the Amani Club, and it has been said by the principal what it means. To learn to be a peaceful person. It's not easy, but that's the sure way in life. If we are to do God's will, we must be people of peace, people who encourage peaceful solutions even when there are problems. So thank you very much for that gift also. The other one is the Peace Garden, and it reminded me of my high school days. By the way, after Kajiado, I went to Kaga Girls, and we used to have a quiet garden. And this is a place where we would go for meditation at any time. We would go and quietly talk to our Creator individually, or just think of what one wanted to accomplish, make promises to ourselves as individuals. And I can assure you, Professor Sam Kobia, that Miathene Boys is going to benefit from that peace garden, because it's a natural, trees are a natural way, although we eat fruits from them, but also that will be a way of us advancing our peaceful agenda. Thank you for that one. We have also received a lot of support from very many people who are here, our MP being one of them, and I wish to thank you and also encourage you to do that. And continue doing it. We have already been told we have a long way to go. But the greatest beneficiaries of today's event are our students. These are the greatest beneficiaries of today's event. And these are lessons that we are being taught practically. Because we are taught to, we are somebody. Why is somebody in this school and not just out there in the village? What is the reason? We are being told that we can be great. All of us, we have what it takes to be great. You have seen the alumni here, the pioneer class. They are all people of substance, and they pass through here. If we could have them make it to the far they have gone, when they had very, very poor infrastructure and at times none. I remember even when I was teaching at a day school as a youth, the library and some very old books. I think they were donated by some Americans. Fairly irrelevant, but now you have books that are relevant to you. So if they could make it, I'm challenging you to swear within yourself that you are also going to be a great person in this republic of ours. Whichever line you choose, you don't have to be on one line, but whichever line you choose, you can be able to be a great person. But then to do that, because I know I won't have another chance, just I'll take 2-3 minutes. I want to challenge our students to think positively. Whatever you do, please think positively. See, I'm saying positive thinking because like this time when we had the wrong tree being set on fire, I'm sure whoever did it must have done it thinking very negatively. And negative thoughts don't help. But also, we are saying those ones don't belong here. Can all of us who are here become positive thinkers so that whatever we are doing is what will benefit ourselves and our society? And we must be focused. Let us be focused. Let us have positive attitude. I'm talking to the students, please, positive attitude. At times we get poor performance in certain subjects and we say it is because these subjects are difficult. It is an attitude. There is no subject that is difficult. You have been all brought the syllabus within your level, so please change that attitude and have a positive attitude. Of course, working hard is important and observing discipline. And I want to mention a bit about discipline because these are not the days when a student will be disciplined in school, get involved in a criminal offense, and get away with it. You know, the minute your fingerprints are taken by the government, that blocks you from any future development in career or otherwise. So you are building your future even when you are here. You have a conducive working environment. Kindly take advantage of it. And if you do that, then the sky will only be the lower limit for you. Our chief principal has given us challenges. These are not problems, they are challenges. And I guess they will be addressed one by one, not at a go. And several strategies will be used. We know the one of teachers, and some of us normally try. And when we get a teacher, we bring one to the school. The issue of funding, because these are not new issues, they are issues that in every school, we are saying that we can work on them. But my dear students, some of them, you are in control, complete in control. You might not be able to raise fees for yourself, but surely you can decide you want to be a disciplined student, can't you? That is not asking for much. You can be a disciplined student. You can say no to drugs and anything else that is negative. You can say no to bad habits and they will not come to you. So the ones that we can address today, as students, let's say no to them and let us move forward. Principal, we can also have innovative ways of helping the very, very needy students, the needy of the needy. Now, as I finish, let me appreciate. I mentioned that we seem to be having poor performance, probably not in Miathene, although even in Miathene it can be better in languages, and especially in English. And when students are not very good in English, then they are not able to perform well in the other subjects. Why? Because English is the medium of communication. And it's a very interesting subject, that one, English. You know, it's not our mother tongue. It has no even order of how you carry out spellings, even pronunciations, very complex. And it's the only way to tackle that problem is to read, and read. Can we get a reading culture established in the school? Because it's only by improving our reading culture, reading a book, reading novels, reading from cover to cover, not just using the phone when we are at home. So please, let's improve on our reading culture, and then that way, the performance in English and in generally in other subjects is going to improve. That is my challenge to you. But I promised alumni of Miathene, I promised the pioneer class and all the stakeholders that the members of the board of management will leave no stone unturned in trying to turn around the performance of this school, and so that it is at the same level as the games. Not the games we are there. We want the performance also to reach there. And with your support, you are going to make it. Thank you very much for listening to me. Today was not my day. When it's my day, I will talk a bit more. Thank you very much. Now, if we look at our program, I'll run another very short program very quickly, because we are going to have some remarks by friends of the pioneers, and by extension, friends of this school. I'll invite them so that they can give us some of their remarks. No, these are men full of wisdom, majority of them full of wisdom, and please, just be attentive. I hope you are taking notes so that as you leave, you have learned something from what they tell us. And I'll start by inviting Engineer Edward Mugambi, who is the chairman of the alumni. Engineer, please.
Good afternoon. Wanafunzi, good afternoon. Mine will be simple, and like everyone who has come here has done, when you are representative of the people, first of all, you start by recognizing the people that you represent. Now, I kindly request you to allow me acknowledge the presence of every member of the alumni who is here, starting with the Secretariat of the Alumni. Very fast, please, our Secretary General. And Senior Kanzu Mugomi, the Ankolu, was our founding Secretary General. Obia Vaimuta, our Vice Chairperson. Students, tuko pamoja. We said it is as far as you can. You remember, it is as far as you can see. Our chief guest, we were here on 9th of February, and we had an interactive moment with these students. We spoke with them, because as the alumni, we believe that every one of us has something to give. Each one of us, even if it is a Thanksgiving, it is something to give. We decided that if we cannot offer material donations, we will be available to talk to these boys. And this is something that we are organizing with the school principal. Thank you very, sir, because you have been very supportive in this initiative. So we come here, and there are programs we are trying to design so that we do motivations and do other activities to support our great school. Chairman, we came here to support the peace initiative. And I want us to remind ourselves this thing, that man was created to depend on God. He was also created to depend on other men, and also created to depend on his environment. Therefore, each one of us must strive to support those three systems, because without them, we have no life. We have no life. Myself, by the way, I did not say my name. I am Edward Mugambi, an engineer, mechanical engineer, and I specialize in renewable energy. I was in this school between 1993 and 1996, and I have spoken to some of the students who have listened to me here, and I have told them they can make it if I made it, because during my time here, I was the best boy not only in this school, but in the whole of Nyambene district then, and I got an award at Maua Stadium by the then Johnson Kabulundi, who was the director of education. If I'm lying, Mr. Kairi. So, Each one of us here today can make it. If you can see it, you can have it. Now, back to what I was saying. Research has been done that by the end of this century, if we sit and do nothing, if we don't make peace with our environment, there will be no life on this planet by the end of this century. Because the global warming temperatures are approximating to rise above 2.9 degrees. Wana Chairman, when you are gifting this school a peace garden, it is a step towards making peace with our environment. And I want to challenge each and every member who is here, everyone under my voice, wherever you go, make it an initiative to plant trees, because that way we are going to make peace with our environment. So it is not only peace among the people, not only peaceful coexistence with ourselves as men, but also make peace with God, make peace with our environment, as we also strive to make peace with the people. The other thing is, it is not only planting trees that can help our environment. We also have other measures like renewable energy technologies, of which I am a participant. I participate in that on a daily basis because I consult on renewable energies, biogas and solar. Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I hope I have not taken a lot of time. Thank you.
And you know, engineer was in this very school. It wasn't as developed as it is and he made it. So I'm sure you can even move ahead of where he has reached. Thank you very much. Now we are going to have Mr. Mwenda Derebe. Kindly Mwenda Derebe. Mr. Mwenda Derebe is one of the alumni of the school. Has been a very successful employee and a business person, and I'm sure he is going to give you a few secrets on how to exist.
All protocols observed. As you have heard, my name is Mwenda Derebe. I came here in 1966. So, it's only pioneers were 2 years ahead of me. Now, I'm extremely proud of what I've seen today, because the last time I came to Miathene is when we were building the admin block in Aharambe. I was a guest of honor there, and what I've seen developing is so beautiful. I can't remember my old school, where when we started, we didn't have things called dining halls. We used to sit on firewood and carry our plates there outside. Now today, I'm very happy, because when I saw the chairman had brought up the Amani committee there, because the future of Kenya is Amani. What it threatens this country is lack of peace. And I heard there are 200 other schools with that club, but I'm glad Miathene has joined them. The next one, which has made me extremely happy, is the fruit orchard, because that's where the country is going. When the pioneers have started it, and they have made intentions of having it an anniversary, so that every year there will be an anniversary and all that place will be made an orchard. That will make the school a lot of money. As a management consultant, I'm the first Kenyan management consultant with a big 5. I want to say that focus should not be lost. We must go for it. Because today institutions, apart from cutting costs, they should be increasing their income from different sources. The other problem I've had is about the boaho. With those orchards and everything, the boaho becomes even more important. But that cost I had, I've experienced it myself. We have a boaho which we were trying to indicate about 10 acres in Isiolo North Gate Resort. but the cost became just too expensive. And what did we do? We went for solar. I can't believe what we saved. So I want to encourage the school, the board, and everybody. This year should not end before you have removed electricity, Kenya Power costs, and you go to solar. Because mine paid in 1 year, it was about 800 or 700,000. But what we cut the cost these days, we just play about. There's no cost, and for 15 years it will be like that. So please, that one, I've seen you have that idea, but accelerate it. Now, before I go, I heard a lot, or actually I was reminded because I know about very many ex-Miathene alumni, people who have done a lot for this country. But I will tell you the greatest contribution of Miathene in this country, almost a revolution. It was started by Kilemi Muiria. Kilemi Muiria was carried away when he was assistant minister. They converted all the technical colleges into universities. They inherited 3 universities. By the end of, I think, 5-6 years, they had 83 universities. Now he wondered, where are the workers going to come from? Everybody is going to degrees, to university, to whatever. Where will the workers come from? So he went, he looked for donors, and they built Karumo College. I was a member of the management board of Karumo, but we tried to get 300 students, it was impossible. I was also a member of Higher Education Loan Board, HERO. So I realized the biggest problem was the fees. So I went and I wrote a concept paper to the board, trying to say higher education is not university education. We used to go for A levels, so higher education is anything after Form 4. And they were very excited. So we decided to go to the government. And when we went to the government, the minister looked at us like this. I was presenting the concept paper. I thought he's not understanding what we are saying. But actually he was wondering, how have they made this mistake of higher education is university? In about 3-4 weeks, the government gazetted. They extended the university, the HEROP loans to cover the technical colleges. So then KMTCs and others, they will start getting those ones. Now, my term ended in that college, that board, but Menjankiri was left there. After a year, he called me, Mwenda, there is something I want us to discuss. So we went to sit down and discuss. He told me they are surprised. They have received 2,800 students. Surprise. Then he told me by the next September intake, they expect 3,000. You know what happened? After that input, they were over 4,000. Today they are 8,000, and they are the best college in the country in the last 3 years, the best resorts. Now, what happened before that? Kilemi Muiria was made the advisor for education to Uhuru. And he went with the concept paper of a Karumo in every constituency. Uhuru was extremely excited. And he started implementing that completely. By the time we left, 255 colleges had opened their gates, including ours in Mikinduri. Now, the first year of Ruto, the other 35 opened there, so there are 290 colleges. Do you know what Ruto announced last two months ago? He said the population of Tibet colleges is going to overtake the university student numbers. And then he has gone out of his way advancing and looking for jobs in other countries. Kenya has become extremely popular in the European countries, Southeast Asia, about employees, and all of them because of technical colleges from Tibet. And you have heard those Tibet revolution is by your son. So Miathene, be proud. Be proud. You have done great things, but I want that one to be known and recorded. Now, I want to end here saying that when I saw what is happening even in the technical college, I was so happy that you are playing at that level nationally. And then when I've heard about your sports, I remembered our time with Ngeju there, when we thought he was unbeaten. He can't be beaten by anybody. But I hear Miathene has got other sports people as good, so keep up. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We thank all for the person who won the motto. The motto. I want you to stand here and people see you that 58 years ago, there was a competition of the 4 classrooms that were there. We were about 140. And we competed and also competed all the 140.
I wish you all the best in your doings and in your dealings. Achieve with honor, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Mwenda, Felipe, and Erasmus. You hear, students, that this school has also come with people who are very good in innovation. So just be thinking of what you can also innovate, because you are being challenged. Our next alumni is Mr. Julius Ngechu. Mr. Ngechu, and as you listen to him, he is going to tell you how to keep faith even at whatever age. He doesn't want to accept that age is a challenge to faithness.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Our guest of honor today, Reverend Professor Kobia,